What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend, guys. Hope you guys all chill out, relax, ready to take on the new week. Guys, listen, I'm trying to push to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys are enjoying the content, please let me know in the comment section below and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as well go follow the TikTok. I really appreciate all the support, the comments, everything. You guys are interacting on the videos. I really appreciate that. But listen, jumping into this video, guys, I'm going to keep this very, not simple, but I'm going to keep this very brief, guys. I just want to get straight to the point in this one. And I just want to talk about greatness and success. And the question basically posing is that can greatness and can success be planned? Or is it planned? Or what are the steps that we take on our way to greatness? Now, for me, if you ask me the question about that, I would also ask you the question, what do you define as being great? Being great in your field or whatever, or trying to find success in life through a various amount of topics that you want to do, or things that you're planning and things that you're wanting to do well in, and succeed in. I feel like both in terms of planning your success and also building towards your success. I think the planning part, and also investing and committing yourself to strive for greatness and to be great is important, because I don't think you can just become great or become super successful in something by just it happening overnight. You know what I mean? I feel like it's something that you're constantly working on, constantly trying to improve upon, and that's how you stumble maybe across like certain ways to improve, or you pick up advice from certain people that are in the field or in the industry that you're in that say, oh no, you should look out for this, and this is what I did to get to the level I'm at now. Like if you look at, for example, footballers, footballers and things like that, and players that they are always coached. And even great players, you can look at great players that become heroes of the sport, like if it's basketball, football, cricket, whatever. All of them have coaches, and I feel like we don't we're not participating in that sort of circle where we want to look for help with other people, and look towards other people that have made a successful life in something that you're doing. And also, if it's not something big schemed, like you want to go study overseas, or you're trying to build something like a business, or you're wanting to establish yourself as a musician or something like that. Just simple things as well. Like if you're trying to be good at something, you got to look at what other people are doing. How did they find success, and what are the steps that they took to achieve their goals, basically. And I feel like we can learn a lot from each other in terms of what we're wanting to do. I feel like we are always so focused, and we're always so in this mindset of, no, I've got to do this by myself. I gotta just try not to see what else anybody's doing. I don't care what anyone else is doing, even if someone maybe offers you help. Sometimes we feel too prideful, or we feel we have this ego about us, that say, now I want to do this by myself. I want to reach the top. I want to get this done by myself. But you never know if that person might have been the key, or that person might have been something that you needed to hear. That person could given you that advice that changed your life at that moment and given you success to maybe open that business, or, finally go get that job that you're wanting to get. It applies to anything in life that you're trying to achieve. And, greatness, I guess greatness can be measured differently, depending on how you look at greatness and success. But I feel like if you're trying to establish yourself in a field, and you're trying to get out there, you got to start pushing yourself to want to do as much as you can, and do as best as you can. I feel like those are essential building blocks into becoming someone. Like if you want to be something big in a certain field, or if you're wanting to do something very big, very massive and very great as well. I feel like those are the things that you start looking and start thinking about, like, oh, how am I going to go about, promoting maybe my videos? Like for me, example, if I'm wanting to push this out, how am I going to get in touch with like people that are in the space, people that do make videos? What am I going to be putting out? What content am I type of building? What kind of space am I building? What kind of platform? What do I stand for? Those certain things, I feel like those are the small things that lead to greatness. And you can become great as well just by being yourself. I feel like some people don't realize that. I feel like you sometimes, want to change or appear a certain way, because, once you reach that level, you got to act a certain way, you got to be a certain way. And you never know how things are going to be in the future for you, So it's important to stay authentic and try and stay and be yourself. Obviously you change over the years. You learn what you don't like. You learn things from life itself, and you pick up things that you need, and you let go things that you can discard. And I feel like those values and those beliefs can push you to become greatness. So do I think that success is planned? I think plan is a very strong word, but I feel like if you have the correct building blocks in the beginning, it's important to take that steps in the beginning early to push yourself to become great. Greatness can be achieved in anything that you're trying to pursue, you know. And as always, in the same breath, I would say that greatness and success is what you define it as, you know. A lot of people look at other people and say he's not successful, he's not happy, he's not, you know, in the right space that he needs to be. But where he's in, he's living his own life and he's succeeding in his own ways that he accepts for himself. So it's different folks, different strokes type of a type of conversation, you know. But if you want to do something and be great in it, I think you should always push yourself to try and see how far you can go, what your limits are personally and things like that. But listen, guys, that's going to be all for this video. I know I said I'd keep it brief, but it's almost like 6 minutes, so it's a bit long, but it's also a lot shorter than my other videos. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Take care, guys. Have a lovely day. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, goodbye.